Hey y'all, what's up? This is your boy Tim Bostic. Hey, I'm here talking to you today. A very good friend of mine came to me about identifying the qualities or characteristics of narcissism. And I think narcissism is something that we really need to be aware of. Not just narcissism, but different mental disorders that can really affect or alter the life of somebody who's really a genuinely good person. We need to be able to identify these characteristics of narcissism. I'm gonna make this a quick video, okay? You generally have several different types of narcissism, but I'm gonna focus on the two different types, mainly that we talk about: covert and overt. A covert narcissist is somebody like James Bond, spy, espionage. It's a person that's really sneaky, deceptive, underhanded. They also call the covert narcissist the vulnerable narcissist. That means they make you feel as if somebody's always wronged them. They always feel like the victim. Oh, woe is me. And they're very sneaky, deceptive. They always got another trick up their sleeve. They're never, ever satisfied. The key trait of narcissism goes as follows. The number one trait is very low empathy. Next to no empathy. When a person can't put themselves in your shoes and they can't identify how you might feel or how they might feel if you did the same thing to them, then that's a key sign, a red flag for a person who has narcissistic traits or may suffer from narcissistic personality disorder. The next one is gaslighting. Gaslighting is a terminology that's used when a person tries to make you think that what you saw wasn't real, or what you said wasn't real, or you never said what you said before. Or just let me give you an example. Tuesday afternoon, hey sweetheart, I'm gonna cook you a nice dinner at 8 p.m. tomorrow on Wednesday. When Wednesday gets here, the stove is still empty, and your lover comes to you and say, hey, I thought you was gonna cook the dinner for me on today at 8 p.m. They look at you and they say, I never said that. Somebody else must have told you that. You didn't hear me tell you that. That's called gaslighting. Okay? They try to make you think that what you said you didn't really say, or what you thought was real was all your imagination. Basically, you're crazy. Okay? Another characteristic is blame shifting. Blame shifting. Well, if you didn't do this to me, I wouldn't have done that to you. People who can't accept responsibility for their own actions or their own mistakes. They never take responsibility. They never take responsibility. They never take responsibility for their own actions. They tend to blame you for what they did. Well, if you didn't feed me so much food, my stomach wouldn't have been full, and I wouldn't have overslept. That's why I didn't get to work on time, because it was your fault. When you find a person who can't accept responsibility or who always blaming somebody else for their own actions, you're dealing with a very immature person. Okay? So we already went down the characteristics of next to no empathy, gaslighting, blame shifting, right? Okay, another characteristic is projection. Okay? When they say something very passive aggressive to you, they might sound like they're being calm, but they sound very nasty on the end. You know what? You're a very beautiful girl, but you need to lose some weight. Okay? That's passive aggressive behavior. Okay? They say very sly comments to build you up and tear you down at the same time. Projection is another one. When they actually say nasty things about you, they're really saying it about themselves. Okay? You know, they say something nasty like, when you know something about you is not true, but they tear you down anyway. You know what? You just get on my nerve to where you go around lying to people all the time. Why are you always stirring up things? They're accusing you basically of what they do. And they turn it around on you and make it seem as if you're the culprit. Okay? They also use what you call smear campaigns. If they're thinking about discarding you, for instance, what they'll do is everybody that's close to you and them, they'll go around secretly talking behind your back, saying bad things about you. You know, I don't know why they're doing such and such to me. They're mistreating me at home. And basically, they're the one that's mistreating you at home. They basically use you as a punching bag. They're on the outside, when you're out together, you look like the best couple in the world, or you look like the best friends in the world. You look like the best family member in the world. But when they get you home is when they start saying abusive things to you, passive aggressive things to you, using things like progression against you, constantly blaming you, constantly putting you in a situation where they blindside you a lot. They make last minute plans without you even knowing what's going on. If you're trying to contact them, they often don't answer their phone. They disappear. You wonder where they are for a little while, and then all of a sudden they pop up out of nowhere. And they give you some crazy answer as to, my dog was sick. Well, your dog lives with me. Why you not here? So the point is that when you see people that perform certain characteristics such as this, that will tell you immediately you're dealing with a person with strong narcissistic traits, and there may be a possibility that you're dealing with a narcissist. Now, we also want to talk about the overt narcissist. I don't know if you've seen the movie Norbert, but Respucia, his wife, very loud. How you doing? Loud, obnoxious. And she's overweight, whatever, because of Norbert. Norbert made her feel this way. She was very abusive towards him, very arrogant, very truculent, very deceptive. Had another lover. They have multiple lovers. They need different sources of supply. They always have to have the attention of somebody else. That's another key characteristic. When they're always striving for attention in different ways, especially in social media. They're the ones that take the pictures with the duck lips, stroking their hair constantly, always looking at themselves. They act like they're so in love with themselves. That's really a true sign of their insecurity.
They're really not.
Exactly. Narcissists are like buckets with a hole at the bottom of them. No matter how much you fill them up with good ideas, with good adoration. Hey, you're beautiful. They need to be constantly told that they're beautiful, that they're handsome, that they're smart, or whatever the case may be. Especially the overts. They're very loud and poignant, and they have to be seen, and they want to be the Ginger Rogers and the Marilyn Monroes, or the different characteristics that they have to be seen. Even men, some men, they have to be the Fabios. They have to be these people like Mr. Trump. They have to be considered. He's what you call a cerebral narcissist. He wants to be impressed. He wants to impress people with his thoughts, his brilliance, his brains. And he wants you to notice him for his brains, like Vince McMahon when he walks out in WWE, like he has the biggest kahunas in the world, like Jerry Jones for the Dallas Cowboys. He never lets his coach really interview and be control of the team. He does more talking than the coach does because he wants to be the center of attraction. Okay? People who are always looking to be the center of attraction, who always want to try to push you to the side, or who are always in competition with you. When a person is supposed to be in relationship with you, but they're trying to compete against you, that's another major red flag.
Yeah.
So I'll just give you folks just a few of those indicators just to let you know that if you come across these indicators, this is a sure sign that you're dealing with a narcissist. And run fast. For the Voice of Empowerment, this is your boy Tim Bostick saying, for every minute you spend frowning, you lose 60 seconds of happiness. Until next time, peace.